On this particular morning meditation, this one, I guess I want to talk to you about unbalanced relationship. Maybe it's something that nobody wants to talk about, but I feel like so many of us are in relationships and friendships that don't have any balance, and that these friendships and relationships they end up diverting us from our goal. They harm our focus, and eventually they'll alter our destiny. So I'm talking today about balance in a relationship. I wrote on social media last night, there's a need for us to get out of as many unbalanced relationships and friendships as possible. We can't afford to have, no one can afford to have too many unbalanced relationships and friendships. We sometimes accept these relationships and friendships in fear of that person moving on. Quiet is kept, they already have. We've just decided to keep some in our lives at any cost. Be bold enough to allow folks like this to move on. Your life will be better for it. Isn't it amazing that, many times we start on our journey in a relationship, in a comradeship, in sometimes a business partnership, even in ministry together, and you all had the same set, we may have had the same set of goals, the same set of purposes, a same set of yearnings at one particular time. But many times life brings so many changes, and it doesn't make that person a bad person, it doesn't make you an inferior person. But some relationships are not made to stand the test of time. God has a way of sending folks into your life for a certain season. Our problems come, as my friend Apostle David E. Taylor told me. It says, Steve, your problem is you try to turn seasonal relationships into a lifetime relationship. Now, one of the things about unbalanced relationships is that some people have already moved on from us, but we're clinging on to them. We're trying to pull them and hold on to them because we believe that they're vital and essential to our own personal well-being and success. I actually think it's a form of fear that we feel like wherever that we have started using this person as a crutch, or this person is essential or vital to our onward march, when that's a place that we should only have for God. We have too many unbalanced relationships. I know. It's amazing, that I'm not talking about your marital bedroom, your marital household, your marital relationship at all. When I'm talking about moving on, there's some of these relationships, some of these kinships, comradeships, partnerships, different things that we have where there's no balance, where you're the one always putting in the effort and they seemingly don't put in any effort. When you're in crisis for over a week or 2 weeks, and the phone doesn't even ring from them, and the word of your crisis is out in the air. Scriptures declare that a friend is born for adversity, or a friend was created for adversity. You don't judge who's your friend when you're on the sunlit summit of the mountaintop. You judge your friends about those who will stand with you under duress, and those who will be with you when you're in the different and various valleys, pits and miry clays of your life. Look, folks, there needs to be some balance in your life. And I think it becomes a portion of fear, and it gets to the point where, do we really believe that God can do it? Or do we feel like we got to have this person for great things to be done in our life? Basically, some have already moved on from you. When you're always the one calling and they're never answering the phone, or when call after call goes to voicemail, or they say they don't see your call, they don't respond to your text. Come on, folks, they've already moved on from you. Your life is going in a kilter. When you're fighting opposition in your life, you need balance. You need people who you can count on, you can depend on. You need balanced relationships. You know, we live in a topsy-turvy world where so many things are going on at one time, and when you don't have balance, you're setting your own self up for destruction. You got to have balance. You know, there's the stress overload in your own personal life can't afford the toll of trying to carry so many relationships, carrying the tow for so many relationships. You're the aggressor. You're the one putting forth effort. You need balance in your relationship. And we're holding on to some in fear of that person moving on from us. When quiet is kept, they already have. They mentally ascended to another place. They mentally felt like they've used you enough and it's time to move on. Yeah, because they're, you know, I'm not saying everybody that moves on from you is a user, but there are people, there are opportunists, there are people, they see you for a particular season. They may use you to connect with a different crowd. You may be in that crowd. They'll use you to get to that crowd, and that was their ultimate aim, and then they've moved on from you. When these people have mentally moved on from you, you got to let them go. You can't keep trying to pull them to keep them in your life. Your life, believe it or not, when they walk out of your life, the sun will still rise tomorrow. Rain will still come down. The thunder will still sound the same way. Look, life goes on. You can't stop trying to drag everyone into your tomorrow that was never meant to be there. My word to you on today is you got to get rid of some of these unbalanced relationships. God is what you need. You know, if you're gonna carry the tow of an extensive, excruciating relationship, it better be for God. If your heart's going to be panting and your soul thirsty, better be for the presence of the Lord. Look, folks, get some balance in your relationship. Don't be sapped, your life sapped up, and your mind tested and sent to the limits of what it can take over trying to carry the tow, carrying the weight of so many unbalanced relationships. My morning meditation. Pray that you won't stay stuck in them. God bless you.